Hello, happy Friday. It's gonna be a very happy Friday since I get to drink a lot. Yeah, this is my finally got. I rehearsed this. I didn't rehearse. I talked to myself for 5 minutes during startup to how I was gonna intro this goddamn stream. Let's try that again. Hi. Hello, this is a non-gaming stream. Isn't that rare? It is. If you've seen any of my streams, there's like 3 non-gaming ones. It's very rare. Anyway, I've been putting this off for a long time because I've just been lazy to make a tier list. But yeah, I'm gonna taste different gins with tonic, and I'm gonna describe the flavors, how I think people would receive the taste, and then put them on a little tier list. And I had to revise the tier list because as I was looking at it, because I originally had an A+ tier and an A tier, no B+, and I thought about it. I looked at what I had and I decided I don't think there's an A+. I don't think A+ is. I think A+ is a little too close to S, so I switched it. So now it's a B+. And also, I am not going to be having if you see me drink on stream, I pour what is it? A 2 ounces of gin in each gin and tonic. That's a lot. That's a lot. Why is where did the BGM go? Oh, it's still playing. Okay. If you see now, oh, my mouse is on screen too. Oh no. 2 ounces is a lot, and it's a lot it's a lot in the fact if I have to drink I don't know 8 back to back to back to back. So I'm not gonna do a full 2 ounces. I'm gonna do 1 maybe. Why do I say maybe? I didn't bring a measurer, so I'm winging it. We're just gonna hope I don't pass out on stream, which I probably won't. My alcohol tolerance is usually pretty good, and I drink a lot of water and eat a lot of popcorn, so my belly's full. Yeah. All these gin tonics. So before I do the gins, I'm gonna talk about tonic water just a little bit. All the tonic water. Oh, also I should say, yeah, don't drink if you're underage and all that. Don't do that. There's no rush. But if you just want to hear a guy talk about why he likes gin, different types of gins, I think that'd still be fun, at least to listen to. Okay, that's without disclaimer out of the way. All the tonic water I'm using is a brand called Fevertree, and that's usually my go-to for tonic water. And the reason for that is because they use just regular sugar in tonic water. Most tonic water brands, most other ones use corn syrup, with some exceptions. Another brand that I get sometimes is called Q, and they don't use cane sugar, but they use agave. So it's actually a less sweet tonic water. Usually tonic water is sweet and bitter because it's sweet because of some sort of sugar added, and it's bitter because they add a chemical called quinine, and it makes things bitter. You're basically trying to have a sweet and bitter drink. You're trying to balance that. But that's what tonic water is, basically just sweet and bitter carbonated water that goes well with alcohol, or makes it easy to drink alcohol. Hence why gin and tonics and other alcohol plus tonic is popular. Usually it's gin and tonics, but I've seen whiskey tonics, vodka tonics, but that's getting off topic. I like Fevertree because they use just regular sugar and it's very well balanced. It makes the drink taste better. Tonic water does make a difference. If you get Fevertree or Q, stuff that uses cane sugar, your drink is probably going to come out pretty good. If you use corn syrup, it'll still be fine. I've gotten brands with corn syrup, tonic water with corn syrup used, and it's still fine. It's just going to be more sweets. The brands I avoid for tonic water are store brands. And what do I mean by store brands? I mean I don't know, your grocery stores. If your local grocery store has a tonic water brand, I tend to avoid those, because the 2 times I have gotten them from store brands have been god awful. Actually, I didn't think tonic water could be bad, and then I had that, and I'm like, oh good lord, tonic water. There is good and bad tonic water. The store brands were just god awful. They were somehow too sweet and too bitter at the same time. They were on both extremes at the same time, which I didn't know was possible, but they somehow managed to pull it off. They should get a medal for that, but not a gold participation medal. So yeah, if you're tonic water recommendation, Fevertree or Q. I'm using Fevertree. It's excellent. Yeah, the gins I'm ranking. I don't know, a guy with opinions on the internet. It's just stuff I have in my pantry. Wait, did we call that my alcohol cabinet? My void cabinet? My void alcohol. It's what gins I have currently. And I usually like restock gins. I don't know. I order from like a site. I've been ordering from like a site for like every. It's been like I ordered at the beginning of the year. I probably got to reorder by May or June, because then I'll run out. Which is pretty good. Like, this is lasting me a while. Like, there's 8 bottles on screen. Well, one of them I just bought yesterday because I wanted to give. I'll explain why I bought it. But the first 7 I've had since June, and they're lasting. They last quite a while. All of them are 750 milliliter bottles. That's pretty standard. You can find 375 milliliters for half the price. If you want to try it, that's always a good option. Or if you don't want to buy a really expensive gin, if the gin is really expensive at the normal 750 milliliter bottle, 375, half the price, and you don't have to commit. Yeah, but all these gins, I'd say they're probably available in most markets, except for the last one, which is this one that's hovering over here, is definitely available in most markets. But the rest I kind of found on this site that just had a bunch of gins I haven't heard of. And well, I'll just tell you how I feel when I go over them. Okay, I think that's most everything I wanted to start with. Where is my goddamn images? There they are. Okay, so this is the first one. This one's called Blind Tiger Handcrafted Gin. And I'm gonna make sure I don't pour too much. You're still lurking, by the way? You're just lurking, by the way? No problem, Little Red, that's fine. I imagine this is probably more of a lurk stream, because I'll just keep talking. Because I can talk for a while about gin. Okay, that's probably an ounce. I was gonna keep talking. This may also not be a super long stream because I'm drinking I'm drinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 gin and tonics. Let's not have a pass out on stream. That's the goal. Hey Manifesto, which one of these will taste the most juniper? If I had to give you a guess just by looking at these, because I've tasted all of these before. The one that tastes most juniper, maybe the second to last one on the right. Maybe the last 2, because I think the others have like their own flavors that's work with the juniper, but they come to their other flavors come to the forefront. So let's see. So this bottle for Blind Tiger. So this one caught my eye because they import 3 different types of black teas into their botanical list, and they use lemon peel, lemongrass, bitter almond, grains of paradise. Basically, this sets it up. This is a lot of bitter flavors that are basically set up for like a more bitter tasting gin. But I haven't had a gin that had 3 types of black teas in their botanicals for distilling. Usually, I've seen 1 or actually just 1. I haven't seen more than 1. More than 1 tea used in the botanical list. So they're using 3. So I was like, that's pretty interesting. And you would think with a name like Blind Tiger and the 3 types of black teas, you would think this would be Asian. It's not. It's Belgium. It's from Belgium. And that threw me through a little bit. I'm like, it's a Belgian gin, but I don't know, the marketing seemed more East Asian, but to each their own. This is 45% alcohol by volume also. Alright, let's give it a taste. Actually, I should smell the bottle too. Smelling didn't tell me anything. I don't normally smell gins. But yeah, it is a little... The sweetness, all the sweetness is coming from the tonic water, of course, and there's not going to be a lot of sweetness in general, but this definitely has more distinct bitter notes. I'm not getting any lemon peel. I'm getting the teas. I can taste like... What do you call it? Not like earthiness, but like there's like that bitter like black tea flavor. Like if you have a black tea with no sugar, I'm getting some of that. And I think I can smell some of the lemongrass, and they said bitter almonds, so that's probably just contributing more to it. It's overall pretty good. but you have to like bitter flavors. If you don't like bitter flavors, you're probably not gonna like this gin at all. And if you don't like black tea, you're not gonna like this either. But it's really just the black tea is really contributing. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say Lipton black tea is like the default black tea, but like that's where my mind goes to. Is like it's that default black tea taste that comes through a little bit, and then it's just a lot of bitter, which with like tonic water that has sugar pairs well. But you're gonna taste more bitter than sweet. So if you don't like a lot of bitter, or if you don't like black tea in general, you're probably not gonna like this. But having said that, it's still a very good gin. It does its job. It does its job like what it's in the bottle, like what it's out to do. It's not trying to be like super floral or anything. Like a more bitter, straightforward gin. It's pretty good. You just gotta like bitter flavors. I think that's like all there's to say about it. It's like pretty one note, which I don't know if that's a B+ ranking. It's solid, but I don't know if it's like I don't think it's B+ solid. Maybe it's because I'm not super. What's the word I'm looking for? Super partial towards bitterness. Like I like some bitterness. I don't want it to be all bitter, but it is good. I'm gonna stick it in B for now. It's not bad. It's not a bad gin at all. But you just have to like more of that bitter and tea taste. But you know, no, pretty good. Still pretty good. Alright. That's one. Let's go, what's next on this? Oh, okay, the barrel one. So this one's actually caught my eye because I've only had a few barrel rested gins. Barrel rested gins are just gins that have sat in the barrel for some period of time, and usually they pick up something like that smoky or smokiness or charred woodiness. Kind of like when, you know, like whiskeys like can be like charred and aged in a barrel. It's like that, except instead of the aging process, it's just soaking in the wood and barrel flavor, which tends to help smooth out the gin flavor. Hey Kit Kat, welcome back. I'm drinking. I'm doing the gin tasting stream for I said I was gonna do like months ago. You know nothing about alcohol since you cannot drink. You do not. But you can listen to me talk about alcohol. You can listen to me talk about gin for some time, if that interests you. Let's see. Okay, so this one is called Blue Coat Barrel Finished Dry Gin. It's from, where is it from? Where's Philadelphia? Philadelphia. And it's basically they don't list their botanicals, which means I gotta stop moving my hands in front of the my freaking face. Doesn't list their botanicals. Juniper, citrus peels, and it's aged or it's rested in a charred American oak barrel. Am I drinking straight? No, I'm having it with tonic water. So not a lot of tonic water, but like enough tonic water so it's not like burning my throat. So it's like it's just gin tonic tasting. Let's see. Is there anything else about this on the back? American dry gin, natural botanicals, citrus peels, softer juniper berry, charred American oak barrels result in a well-rounded and complex spirit. So yeah, let's give that a taste again. I will say there is, what's it called? There is one barrel rested I really like. I just can't get it. I can't get it. It's like really hard for me to get. But once I get it, I'm gonna rank it, and then it's like my favorite gin. So don't be surprised if I rank that high. You're hungry, Little Red? That's why. Oh, well, I'm not hungry. I ate a bunch of popcorn, so I don't like get immediately sloshed from drinking all this. Hey, welcome back, NS. We're drinking alcohol now. We are. Well, at least I am. Because I like gins, so I'm just doing. I'm just doing ranking what gins I currently have, and I'm tasting and describing them. It's a rare non-game stream. Kit Kat, I'm sipping on strawberry rice yogurt right now. That does sound good. That sounds good. You could like if you mix that with strawberry soju, that'd be a great drink. All right, so let's see. Barrel finished blue coat blah blah blah. Blue coat barrel finished dry gin. This might be the most juniper actually, since it's It seems like juniper might be the main thing going on with this. Oh. Oh, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Wait, hang on. Let me try that again. Wow. Okay, wow. I've had some other barrel ones besides my favorite that really haven't impressed me. But this one actually is like, it's pretty straightforward. I think it is like mostly just juniper. I'm tasting juniper, some citrus, but then that barrel taste, like I mean, you don't actually taste like earthy like wood, but you get like some of the smoky, and you get some of the, what's it called? Some of the you get some of that woody, like that floral woody smell, and I guess taste. And that char actually balances the entire gin. It actually adds like another dimension. So I think it's actually like playing into the sweetness of the tonic water too. So like it's like a very simple gin, but then with that barrel age on it, it smooths out the rest of the profile. So it's actually just like a really nice tasting experience. Not much of a gin guy, but I've had the opposite, like Bombay and Tanqueray. I'm actually Bombay. I bought a bottle of Bombay just so I could recommend it, because I didn't want to have a bunch of gin brands maybe people haven't heard about. Tanqueray, I need to try Tanqueray again. I don't need to try Tanqueray again. Going to bed, Low Red. Okay, good night. Get some sleep. Have a nice night. Let me chase this again. Yeah, it's like, it's mainly juniper and citrus peels. Like I can taste the citrus pretty strongly, and then that barrel, that smoky and woodiness just kind of smooths everything out. And you combine that with tonic water, it's really good. I think this bottle is like $35 maybe, which isn't too expensive for a gin, but that's really good. I'm really impressed by that. A lot of the barrel ones either are like really expensive but good, or middle price, like 20, 25, and they're like okay. This is like 30, 35, and it's like not the best I've had, but really good. Like I'm really impressed. Like they got the barrel flavor into this, and it actually just, it's not like a gimmick. It's like actually contributing to the flavor of the gin. Can you have a flat image of my model? Can you have a flat? I mean, I'll post one on my Twitter. Or actually no, that's too hard. I'll post it in the community tab after the stream. Yeah, I can do that for you, NS. Oh. I'm gonna need to get more ice after this. But that's really good. I think it's either a B plus or A. It's better than the T gin, which is not. It's not just bitter. It has its own like juniper and the citrus going on. I am a little bit more partial to citrus, so that's a disclaimer. I am more partial to citrus taste, and I guess also barrel taste. But this is pretty well done. The finishing on their back, it says the finishing product gives hints of caramel and vanilla without sacrifice. Caramel and vanilla. Hang on. Let me smell. I don't taste vanilla. Caramel, maybe. I mean, it is more sweet. No, well, I don't know about this caramel and vanilla notes they're talking about on the back of the bottle, but I mean, in general, the juniper and the not the American citrus, the regular citrus. Well, let's say American citrus peels. The citrus and the juniper come through very good. That's a classic combination. And then you pair it with the smokiness and the woodiness that kind of smooths out like the rest of the drink. So it's not like, usually like if you have like too much gin, like might burn your throat with any alcohol. This kind of like mellows it a little bit, so it doesn't do that. It's like, it's a smoother drinking experience. I've been talking a lot about this. I think it's an A. I think I'm gonna give that an A. I might revise that later, but it's not. I'm comparing this to my favorite gin, which is another barrel one, but it's not It's not there. It's not there, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So that's pretty good. I'm very impressed by that. It's only like, I'm pretty sure I paid like $30 or $35 for this blue coat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for the flavor you're getting out of it. Very impressed. You're gonna be looking, Kit Kat? No problem. I'm just gonna be talking a lot. And as I'm recently trying to use Ace Sprites as a test, I'm gonna reskin Frisk to be Myth. I don't know what Ace Sprite is, but if you're, I know you're talking about Undertale. So that sounds cool. Yeah. I will upload a PNG after on community tab, and then you'll see it. I need to get some more ice. Where's my ice? I didn't bring any ice. I gotta get ice. I'm not muting myself. I think you can hear me. Like, you might even hear my fridge. I am assuming you heard all of that. The fridge is open. You heard it. I knew it. My mic is... I mean, my mic isn't bad, but it's not like hyper focused on where I am. I figured you would hear it. Oh no, where'd my thing go? There it is. Okay, so next is Empress. Okay, Empress, the purple. No, actually, it's not purple. I made this mistake. It's actually blue. So this is an indigo gin. It's gin colored with butterfly pea flower. All that really means is they found a natural way to color gin without using food coloring. That's pretty much it. Butterfly pea flower, I've had it in a tea, I've had it in ice cream. There's not much taste. It's just a natural way to get the blue color into something you're cooking with or making. So yeah, no food coloring, yay! Let's see, what else is going on with this? Empress 1908 Indigo Gin. They have other ones, but I have the indigo version, 42.5% alcohol. Oh, I forgot to say the barrel. The blue coat one was 47% alcohol. Haha. Let's see, what else they got? They got citrus and spice palette, brilliant color, floral fragrance, soft texture. How can you make a gin soft? We'll find out. Uses 8 botanicals, including the butterfly pea flower. So they use the butterfly pea flower. If they use the butterfly pea flower in their distillation process, and then they don't list the other 8, which is probably just, I'm just assuming like juniper and some other like pretty standard. Top's not coming off. The top's not coming off. Okay, top came off. Probably other pretty standard botanicals in their process. One just like a lavender infused gin. I thought this was actually the lavender infused gin when I first bought it, and I looked, I'm like, oh, it's not lavender. Because it's purple. Like, it's almost. It's blue. I learned this. I pour it into my glass, it's purple. No, it's blue. Shit. Let me just pour it in my glass. But basically, the color changes when you add, like, tonic water. Okay. I'm looking at it. It's blue. It's blue because of the butterfly pea flower, but then when you pour tonic water on top of it, it becomes purple. And that actually threw me through. That was new to me because I thought it was lavender infused, and it's not. But I bet there is. Lavender, I feel like, would be a good botanical to add in. I probably got Bluetooth earphones, but sadly I accidentally dropped one of them into the sink. Oh no. Oh, I hope it doesn't ruin your audio quality. Are we learning chemistry? Well, we might be, but I'm not a chemist, so I don't know. I don't know the what's it called. I don't know the science, but something with the butterfly pea flower. If you like steep it, if you add it, to food as an ingredient, it will change the thing you're making into a blue color. I saw this when I had butterfly pea flower tea in Japan one time, and you steep the flower and it turns blue. You put in, like, if you add to ice cream, because I had butterfly pea flower ice cream, it turns the ice cream blue. There's not much taste to it though. It's in a tea form, it's very floral. But in this gin, I feel like it's just either it might add floralness or it's just for color. And I wish I could, I don't have like the setup for like another camera to show you guys. But if I did have like another camera for like a hand cam, you would have seen that the gin changed from a blue to a purple when I put it in the tonic water. That could just be me lighting up the color with a see-through, with a transparent liquid. But it changes, and that's cool. I'm gonna drink some water. I should drink some water. You know what I really should have done for this stream? Bought some chips. Or made some extra popcorn. Because am still gonna need it. During or after this. But oh well. We're gonna figure it out. Apparently the pH of the additive changes the color. Oh. Yes, you're reading the wiki. Hey, I'll take it. I believe you. So the pH of the additive changes it. Well, I imagine... Well, I don't know the pH of tonic water. But I'd imagine it's... neutral? Basic? I don't know. It's not acidic, I would think, but... It definitely is probably a different pH than the gin itself. Alright, let's see how this tastes. It is floral. It is floral. How can I describe this? It's so like it's very floral tasting, and what I mean by that is if you smell like a flower, it tastes like a flower smells. This is how someone described it to me. One of my friends. If like there's some like other liqueur out there that's like very, very floral tasting. Like you smell it and like it hits you, it's like, oh man, very aromatic, very flowery smelling, and then it also tastes like that as well. That's what this gin is. It's very floral tasting. It smells flowery. I mean, it has butterfly pea flower, so it is coming through. There is juniper too. Really, I'm just picking up on juniper and the floralness. There might be some citrus in there. I mean, there probably is. Most gin has some sort of citrus, botanical. But it's mainly like flower, floralness, and juniper. And that is what it sets out to do. Honestly, like in a gin and tonic, this is good. But I can see you making like... There's what's it called? There's another cocktail called a gin sour, which has, if you don't like raw eggs, because this involves a raw egg white, it's gin, a raw egg white, and a few other things. I forget. You shake it with no ice in a shaker, then you add some ice, then you shake it all up, and then you pour it over into a glass. I think this would be good for that, because that floralness would be accentuated with the frothiness that you get when you shake the egg white. But that's just me talking, because I would like that flavor combination. But I can see this being used in like a lot of different like cocktails because it's very floral. It stands out on its own. But it's really just like floral and juniper. That's all that's going on with it. It's not bad. It's good. If it was bad, I would not be saying all these things about it. Unless I was saying this is shit. But it's not. I don't think any of the gins I bought will go into C, D, or F. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. But this is not a bad gin by any means. This is very good. I'm just trying to determine like what would I rank this? We'll see. We will see. We'll see. Oh, because I'm trying to figure out like what the fuck you're referencing, Red Scene. Oh right, yeah, because I have a C on the goddamn tier list. That's it. My brain is supposed to be faster with alcohol. No, that's not true. No, I mean it is true, but only for talking. So my talking ability should increase the more I drink. So by the time this stream may not last like more than like an hour and a half, 2 hours, if I'm being honest. I should be like a talking pro by the end of this. If I'm not, drag me on, I don't know, here, anywhere, I don't care. Speech skill increase. That's right. That's right. Because I'm less second guessing myself about what I say, which is really why I don't talk super well in regular scenarios. Streaming is different because, I mean, I'm talking to you over the internet, but you're not physically here. That's better for me, honestly. This is fun. I'm having a good time. Myth is 22nd of April tomorrow for you, or the day after? It's gonna be the 20th tomorrow. Currently, it is Friday, April 19th. In 3 days, it will be the 22nd NS. So Monday, next Monday, mine next Monday. In 3 days. We're 3 days. I'm 3 days off the 22nd. It is very floral. It's very floral. But will it be, is it good enough to go into a B+ tier is what I'm asking myself. I'm trying to, this is interesting. Cause I'm looking at the tiger gin. And this is similar in the fact that like it's like kind of one note. It delivers on the floral, the juniper, and that's really all that's got going on, but it does it well. Is that enough to bump it up to B+ for me? Again, this is a biased tier list because it's me and I'm not objective. I have preferences, so sue me. I don't know. I don't know. This is like, this bottle, I'm not taking price too much into account for this, but I think this bottle was like also around $30-$35. Not bad, not bad at all. Like, that's still a good deal. It'll be 22nd for you when it's 22nd for me. Okay, so if you're doing something on 22nd, I will see it on 21st. Which is fine. Unless you're trying to hit 420. But you said 22nd, so I assume not. Where am I gonna rank this? This is good. This is good. It's just like, is it B+ good? That's what I'm like running over in my mind. 42.5% alcohol by volume. Not very alcohol. I mean, I say not very alcoholic, but like 42.5% is still pretty high. But like for a gin, that's not super high. The color gives you some points. You got a point. How many blue or purple gins do you see on the market? And you really don't see. You don't really. I think that might do it for me, honestly. I don't see any other purple or blue gins on the market. I know that this company actually has I think it's a red gin for elderflower. Elderflower, if you haven't had the flavor, it kind of tastes like grapefruit. And for me, I like elderflower. So they do something to get that color in. And when I see a lot of other gins, they don't do that. So, that sounds cool too. I might get that next time because I did see that on the site that I buy from, and I wanted to try the indigo gin because that's the one I always see. I never see the red one, but I probably will try the red one next time. And I should, you know what? And next time I will not. Once I get the gins, because I've had these all before. So I'm like, I kind of have some like notes in my head for how they taste. But next time, I want to do this when like I just open the bottle and I'm tasting it for the first time because I think that'd be more interesting. Granted, I hope it's still interesting because I'm talking a lot about gin and I love gins. All right, I think I'm set. We'll put it in B+. We don't really have any other indigo, lavender, blue gins on the market. And with that floralness and the slight citrus and juniper taste, I think that will go further. I think that will go further for people liking drinks. And I think I would prefer that over the T one. I like the T one. I like the B rank one, but I like that a little bit more. Or is like when people can talk about things they are passionate about. Good! Because I love drinking. I love gins. Honestly, if I were to expand like my quote-unquote alcohol ranking series, we can call it that, or I want to call it Taste of the Void. I could expand it to beer, I could expand it to sake. That's the other two alcohols that I would most enjoy. But I feel like if I chose beer, it would be like the darker beers, because I like darker beers the most. And I'd be very biased. Very, very biased more towards darker beer. I wouldn't say I wouldn't like light beer, but I don't know, the tier list would be a little bit different because of that. And then sake, I like a few different different quality types of sake the most. But then I have to buy a bunch of bottles of sake, and that's kind of harder to do. It's probably gonna still be gins if I do this again, because the main thing about gin that I like compared to other alcohol is the fact that gin is just, it has to be mainly juniper berries and then some other botanicals, but it has to be, that's the requirement. A gin alcohol has to be mostly juniper, but you can put in different botanicals that are less than juniper and that flavor changes, and you can basically do whatever you want. Honestly, you can do whatever you want with a gin, and that's cool because you can now put different types of flavors and different gins based on your botanicals, as long as juniper is the main botanical. And that's pretty cool. It doesn't take a long time to make. You can do different flavors like the tea based, the floral based, the barrel aged ones. There's another type called Old Tom, which I don't have any for this stream, but I might do again to explain it, to talk about it. You can change the flavor of gin so much just based on what botanicals you put into it. And it can be a completely different experience between different gins. You've already seen like the tea gin, the indigo gin, the barrel rested gin. They're all very different. They are similar in their base, but then when they add little other stuff, that's where they differentiate and expand. And that's why I started loving gin. Because you can do all this expansion, different flavors. It's not going to take a long time. And it's fun. It's interesting. There's more flavors that can go around. And I keep forgetting I have a smile expression, so I just turned that on. But yeah, that's why I like gin so much. You can do other flavors with it. And not have to wait a long time just based on what you put into the distillation process. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. That's why I wanted to do this. I'm passionate about this because I like different gins. Speaking of which, move on to the next one. This is kind of a fun one. This is called Calamity Gin. This is called Calamity Gin, which I'll be honest, I bought basically on the name, but it's from Texas. It's a Texas gin. I learned later that Calamity Gin is a play on the name of Calamity Jane, which is I think if you're from Texas, you probably know that more better than I do, because I don't. But it's a play on those words. It's Texas dry gin with juniper blue bonnets. It's still juniper berries. And 9 other botanicals, which I think are on the back. Actually, I left my pizza in the oven. Oh no! No, not a burnt pizza. I'm sorry, Manifesto. Oh no! Oh no! A burnt. Yeah. There's no saving a burnt pizza. Pizza. Blah, 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 blah. Pizza. There we go. There's no saving a burnt pizza. But I hope you can salvage any of the non-burnt parts. Because, damn, that sucks. Damn, that sucks. You can blame me. I've been talking too much. It's my fault. Let's see. So this Calamity Gin uses Texas Bluebonnets, which is their version of the of juniper. They also have lavender, rose, cardamom, lemon, bergamot, grapefruit, lime zest, orange, juniper, juniper again, and coriander. So this should be more citrus tasting, and I believe it was when I tasted it. Oh, eat the pepperoni! Well, shit. Oh no. That's not a good sign for the pizza. Oh no. Well, I hope the pepperoni is good. I hope you can scrape like some of the cheese or maybe the breading off. I don't know. I hope you. I feel bad. I don't know why I'm taking this so personally, but I am. Yeah. I don't want to be responsible for the burnt pizza, but I feel like I'm responsible for the burnt pizza. I hope the pepperoni is good. So let's see. I'm gonna pour some. I said I wasn't gonna pour a lot of gin for like each of these, but I feel like I am. I feel like I am, which is yeah. Can you hear the stirring? I assume you can, because I based on OBS levels. I'm gonna close the gin. Very much so? Okay, I figured as much. I'm looking at OBS, I'm like, yeah, they definitely hear that. But I kind of also want you to hear that I'm actually doing it every time. Yes, free stirring ASMR. Good. I want you to hear that I'm actually doing the drink real time. That's basically what I want to communicate. It's pleasant sounding and doesn't hurt. I hope not, because I looked at the levels. They're level, when I stir, like I'll do it again. It's not like in the red. If it was in the red, I would try to avoid it or do it further away, but it seems like it's not. But yeah, Calamity Jane, very citrus sounding. You got rose, a lot of fruits, juniper, the Texas bluebonnets. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah, that's very citrusy. Very citrusy. How much? 40% alcohol by volume, kind of on the lower end for gin. That's actually probably good if you're if you don't want to have like high alcohol cocktails. Hey there, hey Dr. Frederick, going through the stream rating idea. Yes, I was kind of hoping. Yeah, Kit Kat's lurking, you're lurking. I'm glad because you two heard about this idea a long time ago, and I'm finally doing it. Yeah, I've already ranked 3. I can go through them again later, but I'll keep going for now. But yes, we're doing it. We're finally doing it. You being very partial to you being partial to citrus. Yeah. I'm supposed to be better at talking. What the fuck? Well, you being partial to citrus feels going to get ranked very high. Nuts. Well, let me keep tasting it and we'll decide. Glad didn't miss it. It was caught and all stuff for a while. That's okay, Dr. Frederick. You being a doctor, I'm pointing at the screen. Pretend my arms can move. I understand. There's no worries. Yeah, this is very citrusy. So it's delivering on what the botanical is. Also, I do like to say, I love it when the gin lists their botanicals on the back of their bottle, so I don't have to look it up. That's awesome, because I just want to know what's in it. And like, a lot of gins don't do that, but this one is doing that. Is there a gin you recommend as a starting one for someone who hasn't really tried it before, maybe taking price into consideration and such? Oh, I'm trying not to scream into my mic. I took it. I thought about this. That is what the last gin is for. Although I would say even this one might be a candidate for that. But that is what the Bombay Sapphire, what this one over here is for. Spoilers. That's why I have that bottle ranked last. But I will get to that. But I will say, Red Scene, Calamity Gin is probably a good starting one as well. It's very floral. It's very fruity. I think that's good for people who haven't tried gin, because if you go into alcohol, you just I don't think you want to have something that's like super different. You want something that makes it easier to drink and of a sweeter, citrusy, floral gin. Mainly more citrus. And more citrus in the gin, the easier it is to drink. Calamity Gin would be a good candy for that. I bought this bottle for like, I think it was like $21. The thing is, it's from Texas, so I'm not saying anything wrong about Texas. Nothing wrong with that. It's just gonna be harder to find in like a supermarket. Sneak peek at the end of the stream, yeah, kinda. I saved 2 gins for the end, specifically for 2 reasons. One of them is the starting one. One of them is like, you'll see. But I would say Calamity Gin. If you hadn't had a gin before and you somehow can find this, I would buy it. I bought this for $21. This bottle is really good. It's very citrusy. It does what it says. It has grapefruit. There's grapefruit, lime zest, and orange, lemon. I taste a combination of citrus. It's mainly citrus. There's a little bit of a floral note, and that would be from the rose, probably the lavender as well. Cardamom, bergamot, coriander, those are all contributing to the juniper that's already there. It's very citrusy. This honestly, I would recommend this type of gin for someone who hasn't had a gin before. If you're gonna drink gin for the first time, you find something like Calamity Gin. And again, sneak peek to the end of the stream, that's what Bombay Sapphire is going to be for. But Calamity Gin on its own, if you have it in your market or you can find it, it's really good. And it's a really good, and I would say not like entry level, but like if you haven't had gin before and you wanted to have like a gin and tonic or a gin cocktail, do try this. Try Calamity Gin. Again, I'm talking a lot about this. I'm not going to rate this S. If some people are thinking that, it's not going to be S. Hey, Alexander. Hope you're having a good night. I'm talking about alcohol. Talking about different types of gins. That's what we're doing tonight, but I hope you've been doing well. I'm going to get more ice after this one. This is good. It's not S rank. And the reason why... Here, this might confuse, because I did say I had a partialness to citrus. I'm gonna put it B+. The reason why, for me, is because it's very fruity, it's very floral, it's very easy and delicious to drink, but it doesn't have like, there's not, when I look for A and S rank gins, I'm looking for something that really impresses me and there's other stuff going on. There's the flavors are more complex. There's a little bit more like experimentation going on that's like interesting and it comes out well and good. This is a very like, I'm not gonna say basic, but it is like fruity and floral and very, it does play to that market very well. But it's not like something like, if I'm like trying to impress someone, I'm not breaking out Calamity Gin. I'm breaking out Calamity Gin for someone who wants to learn about gins. And that's fine. And that's good. And that's delicious. But it's not like an S rank gin. It definitely is a B+, because again, I want to re-emphasize this. Calamity Gin, this bottle, I bought this for $21. I think a lot of people would love this gin for $21. It's 40% alcohol by volume. It's not super alcoholic. Honestly, you probably would, if you haven't had gin, you would probably love this. Because this is not super expensive and it's very floral and fruity. And that's great as an entry level gin. So I do highly recommend it if you can get it. But that said, it's not going to be like an A rank gin for me. It's good. It's very good. I recommend it. It's definitely like a dark horse, I suppose, and like a not experiment, and it's something I did not expect when I bought this gin, and it surprised me. But it is good. It's very good. I need more ice. And not muting my mic. You'll hear my fridge again. I know you will. Don't lie to me. You can probably see me walking away at the same time. hear all that, all of it. I also need to open up another tonic water bottle. I got through 4 and I will have enough for one more in my first tonic water bottle. Where is my bottle opener? Oh, there it is. Okay. Next gin, though, this one is going to be a bit weird. And I'll explain to you why this is going to be a bit weird. Saint Laurent gin. Why is this weird? Even on the bottle, it says "Drink the Uncommon." I might just, where is it? I might just expand this bottle. Hang on a second. I might just expand this. Can I not? Okay, no, I can. Oh, it doesn't really come through on the, it doesn't really show on stream. That's okay. I will explain. So, oh, I hit a button. So, Saint Laurent gin. Okay, let me put this back. Saint Laurent gin. It has on the side of the bottle, "Drink the Uncommon." Now, what does that mean? Because uncommon can mean many things. And, you know, for gins, I can do like any type of flavor. What does uncommon mean? I'll tell you. One of their main botanicals is seaweed. Even when I smell it, I can actually smell kelp. I'm not joking about this either. Like, I can smell seaweed when I put this in my nose, and I'm pretty sure when I taste this, I'm going to taste seaweed. They advertise it on their bottle. Man, why is this not closing? There we go. Seaweed, yeah, seaweed, what the fuck? You would think. It's weird, right? It is, I'm not joking. This is, also, let's see. This is from, Canada. This is a Canadian gin. Actually the only Canadian gin I have tasted. Most of my gins are from, like, US, Europe, Japan. Basically. This is the first Canadian gin I had. And they use seaweed. Not joking. Not joking. But it is a seaweed. They use seaweed as a botanical. Now, I will say, I've seen another US gin that does use seaweed as a botanical in their gin. However, it is not the only one. And when I look at this bottle, like, I do see it. There's other ones on here, but, like, I'm smelling seaweed. I'm smelling kelp. Have you ever had those dried seaweed snacks? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, those dried seaweed snacks that, like, you see at, like, Costco or something, or some other grocery store, and you have some, like, in the pantry, and you smell like, man, and you think, like, man, that's really seaweed-like. It's that smell. It is that smell. It's very kelp, seawater smelling. That sounds bad. That does sound bad. But let me read off the botanical list. I mean, okay, hang on. Even on the bottle, it says a mysterious product of Canadian lands and seas. They're not hiding. They're not. This is intentional. They intentionally did this. It's 43% alcohol by volume. Not too bad. Most gins, when you buy them, they'll probably be between 40 and 45% alcohol by volume. Some will go to 47. There's more that are higher than that. It just kind of depends on which one you're buying, but usually 40 to 45% is the normal range. They list juniper berries, coriander seeds, angelica root, cassia bark, licorice, lemon peel, bitter orange peel, cubeb, grains of paradise, and their seaweed. All of that is a very standard gin up until the seaweed. The seaweed is the outlier here. Cubeb, I'll be honest, I don't remember what cubeb is, so let me look that up real quick. Cubeb. It is a plant. Is a plant cultivated for its fruit or its essential oils. What is this flavor? Tell me, Wikipedia, please tell me the flavor of cubeb, because I don't really know, because it's not a botanical I normally see. Sometimes called the Java pepper. Tastes really hard. It's been described tasting like allspice or a cross between allspice and black pepper. Okay, so in theory, there should be some other flavor. It shouldn't taste just like seaweed, but they are advertising on a bottle, locally harvested seaweed. And they have like a kraken, diver's helmet. Like, seaweed's a big part of this. And when I smell it, I smell like I'm smelling salt water. So let me see. Oh, wow. No, am I only tasting seaweed? I'm not joking. Like, I think I'm only tasting like salt water flavor. Hang on, let me go in again. Yep. No. Yep. That's seaweed. That is seaweed. That is salt water. Wow. Like, there's other botanicals in there, but that like kelp taste is the main flavor that just like hits you. Like, it's at the forefront. That kelp taste is at the forefront. I don't like, it's new, it's interesting, but like, is it good? I'm not sure. It is new, it's like something you don't see in gyms before. I like that, but am I rewarding it for that? Because like, yeah, like, really, I don't know. In the list on the bottle, it says seaweed is the last one. It's the last botanical listed, and I'm assuming that means it's the least they use. But when I taste it, like, even when I smell it and I taste kelp. I taste kelp. Like, really, I don't taste anything else. It tastes mostly like kelp, like seaweed. Like, actually, I'm not joking. I think this was like $25 USD. I don't know if I would want this like again. Like, it's like something that I definitely try, but I'm like, do I want this in a continued taste? I'm like, I'm not sure. Is kelp a good thing? That's really the question you have to ask yourself. Like, do you want the taste of kelp and seaweed in your drink? Like, maybe in like a savory food, maybe that's different. But like, in a drink, do you want that? And for me, for Mither's not sure. It's a statement? Maybe? I will say, I've had another gin that has seaweed listed as a botanical. However, when I tasted that gin, I don't have it here with me today, but when I tasted that gin, kelp was not the main flavor. Maybe a high C for uniqueness? Honestly, that's kind of where I'm leaning. Cause I look at the B and there's the T gin. I honestly think the T gin is like way better than this. Like, I give them props for like experimenting, but like St. Laurent gin, that kelp flavor is just too strong. I don't know how much they use, but like all the other ones they listed, I'm gonna list them again. Juniper, which is the main one, that has to be the main one there. Coriander seeds, another classic botanical. Angelica root, another classic root in gins. Cassia bark, licorice, lemon peel, all classic. Orange peel, everything is classic, and then you hit seaweed. But seaweed's like the main flavor. Nothing else comes through. It delivered on the promise of kelp. It did, and they do advertise it on the bottle, like, Drink the uncommon, locally harvested seaweed. That's on the bottle. So they are pushing kelp. They're not shying away from it. And I'm okay with that. I respect that. At the same time, when I read your botanical list and I can't taste any of your other flavors other than seaweed, like, I want to taste a little bit of citrus, a little bit of juniper. Hang on. No, other than that, it's just seaweed. It's just seaweed. And like, if the seaweed drowns out your other flavors, then like I can't rate it highly. But also, me personally, because again, this is my personal list, giving my opinion out to the internet or to the 5 to 7 people that may be watching, if I'm being honest. I would not recommend this for like either a new I would recommend this gin for an experienced gin drinker. But other than that, like, it's not that great. Do you want the flavor of kelp in your drink? I would say, yeah, I'd try it. But then, like, other than that, like, do I want more? I have to say no. Like, it's not a D. It's not like, this is fucking garbage. D and F is like, this is fucking garbage. D is like, we're on the way to garbage. This is not garbage. It's not. I'm talking bad about it, but it's not like a terrible gin. It's just a weird gin that I don't want to have over and over. Like, I would want to, like, this, again, I'm drinking this as gin and tonic water. I would probably add, like, some lemons, some lime, some orange, some sort of citrus juice to the gin and tonic to elevate this. But on its own, I can't say I'd recommend it. Like, it needs another complementing flavor. Not just seaweed. It can't it can't be just seaweed. It really can't. Like, it really can't. That's not gonna work. It's fine, but like, it can't be. It really can't be just seaweed. I do have like lemon juice in my fridge, but this is just me, the gin, the tonic. That's what I really want to like rank. I still gotta finish like a little bit of this too. It's not bad, but it's not like... This is a very specific gin, I would say. Is interesting drink on a lineup. I guess I should say why I ordered this gin, huh? I probably should. I went to Japan last year. When I was in Japan, I went to a cocktail bar that basically made cocktails. The bartender made cocktails on his own time. One of the cocktails he had used a maple rum spirit from this Saint Laurent company, and it was basically maple syrup rum, which, if I did rum reviews, I would rate this really highly because it was really good. God damn, it was one of my favorite drinks of the night. It was just basically this maple rum spirit and orange juice, and it was delicious. Honestly, one of the best things I tasted. But when I tried to find the spirits, I couldn't. Like, I searched and I googled and I looked, and I couldn't find the spirits. But Saint Laurent made a gin, and I was like, okay, I'll try your gin. And I ordered the gin, and now I have the gin. Again, I'm rating it C. It's not garbage, but do you want kelp? Do you want to taste kelp? I don't really want to taste kelp. I really should add like some lemon to that, because yeah, just kelp is not a flavor I think you want in gin. The other gin I had with kelp also had some other bitter botanicals in it, and those bitter botanicals I think helped like cut the seaweed. You want some seaweed? Sure. You want a little saltiness? Sure. That's fine. It will Sure, I think it will help accentuate like the flavor, the sweetness of the tonic water or the drink that you're having. That's fine, but on its own, specifically kelp, I have to say no. Like, it's gotta have some other stuff going on. Alright, what's next? I think I know what's next. Yes. So this gin is called Gin. So this is Spanish, so I apologize for my Spanish pronunciation. Gin de las Californias. Botanicals Without Borders. So it's from Mexico. It's a Mexican gin. This is also a nice thing about gins. It doesn't matter where. You can do it anywhere. There's no like regional like restriction on gins. It's not like bourbon. Bourbon, if you have bourbon, it has to be made in Kentucky, somewhere in Kentucky, a state in the US. But gins, you can do wherever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And I honestly like that. So this gin it has botanicals from Baja California and Alta California. So Baja California is like a part of California that dips into Mexico, and then Alta California is basically California, just regular California, the state. So it should have California juniper, citrus leaves and peels from grapefruit, lemon, lime, and orange. Almond, which should give a little bit more of a bitter note. Grapevine leaves, lemongrass, apricot, and fig. This should be, just based on the list, very citrusy. This probably will rank pretty high if I'm being honest, based on like the Calamity gin. And if I'm being honest, like, that's a pretty good lineup. Like, if you have a bunch of, this might be another one of those like introductory gins. If you have someone that doesn't drink gin and is curious about it, this bottle would be perfect for them, because it should have a lot of citrus flavor. I need to open the bottle of Fever Tree. Okay, starring ASMR. I do plan to get like a new mic and an audio mixer in the future to kind of like make the audio sound better. Because the BGM I have on is pretty low, but I don't have a good way of mixing it. So that's my future plans for making the stream sound better. Okay, Las Californias. I gotta try to pronounce this correctly. Gin de las Californias. Here we go. Yeah, it is fruity. It is quite fruity. Like, it's basically all fruit. Like, the botanical list was like what? Juniper. You have 4 types of citrus leaves, almond, grapevine, lemongrass, apricot, fig. It's a very fruity gin. This is something I haven't seen in like regular like stores. Like when I there's the site I buy from had it, so I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot, and it's pretty good. It's very citrusy. It's just all citrus. There's actually a little bit of a bitter note. Not like super bitter, but like I think that is the almonds coming into play. Maybe the lemongrass as well. But it's a very easy gin to drink. I mean, it's very fruity. It's doing all that citrus peels that they like listed. They're all coming through. They're kind of all combining, so it's like you can't really differentiate like grapefruit, lemon, lime, and orange, but you can taste citrus. If you can taste citrus, then then it's doing its job. That's what this gin is saying out to do. A very citrusy gin. I feel like that bottle is not big enough on stream. Hang on a second. Hang on. Why is that? Make that bigger. No, damn it. Make the bottle big. Goddamn. Make it bigger. Expand. Good enough. This is delivering on what it set out to do. A very citrusy gin. Like, yeah, it tastes like citrus. It tastes like fruit. If you like fruit, you'll like this. It is very similar to the Calamity gin, but like, there's like nothing much else to say about it. It's like, it tastes like citrus, a little bit of bitter, probably from the almonds, maybe the apricot and the lemongrass as well. But it's mainly citrus, and I can't fault it for that. It's doing its job. I think, again, I paid for this bottle $25-$30 USD. That'd be my guess. And like, if I had, again, this is like back to the question Redstein had for like a starting gin, an intro gin. This would be up there with like this would be up there. This bottle would be up there. Like, yes, this is the gin and tonic I would give to somebody if they wanted to learn about gin or taste gin. I guess for that reason, I kind of have to give it a B+, because it's basically on the same level as Calamity gin. It's very similar. This is probably a little bit more fruitier than Calamity. Calamity, I think, is a little bit more floral, but it's not enough of a difference to be like they are in two different categories. They're not. They're doing the same thing, almost the same thing, and they're doing it well, honestly. One's from Texas, one's from Mexico, south of the border of US. Excuse me. Can you hear when I burp? You can. Oh, I just saw in the levels you can hear when I burp. I've been drinking a lot. But yeah, I think this is a B+ gin. This is pretty good. Now I see what's next. I gotta finish the Las Californias gin in my drink glass. Do I need more ice again? No, I'm okay. So now we're getting into the two gins that I'm like, these two kind of like differentiate themselves from the rest, and I'll explain why. So the next one, where is it? And this is the only picture I could find for it online. Kinobi Japanese dry gin. And I will say I am biased to this gin a bit, but that is because it is really, really good in my opinion. In the penultimate taste test, we are that is correct, Dr. Frederick. That is correct. I'm like trying to keep it together after like there's 5 gin tonics. I don't think it's been like 5 ounces each. I think it's honestly probably been more. I'm not measuring anything, so this is Mither is just winging it, so enjoy the chaos. So the Kinobi gin, the one that I bought, so you can see the on stream in your browser. The bottle is blue. Yes it is blue. Now the reason it is blue is because this Kinobi is their Navy strength gin. What is Navy strength, you might be asking? Navy strength is really high alcohol gin. Like, we have had 40 to 45% alcohol by volume gins for the most part, with some exceptions in the 47% range. A Navy strength gin is 54%. It is 54% alcohol by volume. That is quite high for a gin. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not sugarcoating this by any means. This Japanese gin brand, they do have a regular Kinobi like gin, which is like in the 45% range. They also have a, what do they call it? It's Kinobi, but with tea as a botanical. And that tea, why is there a motorcycle driving by? Shut the fuck up. Motorcycle, go the fuck away. Sorry. There is a Kinobi with tea as a botanical, and that does change the flavor. I think next time I might get some other tea like gins, because I know I have like the Tiger at B, but there's some other ones I really like with tea, and I think I want to highlight those next time. But this is going to be a high alcohol one. Kinobi is basically London dry gin, so it's going to have juniper berries. They don't list any other botanicals, which is unfortunate, but, and I didn't look it up, which is my fault. But when it's a gin, a London dry gin, you usually think of juniper berries, a little bit of citrus, and that's basically it. They might add like some Japanese botanicals like sancho pepper, which won't add like spicy, but it will add like vegetableness. Does that make sense? Like if you have like a green vegetable like a bell pepper and you add that to a dish, you know that flavor. Maybe something like that. It might. I gotta taste it and confirm. But the main part behind this blue bottle, Kinobi say, it's gonna be high alcohol. 54.5% alcohol by volume. And I've been drinking a lot. So, oh boy, are we gonna have a good time. And I'll be honest, this is one of the gins that I am biased towards, like very much so. You will hear it when I drink it. That's good. That is good. It's really just like a classic London dry gin, but done really, really well. So like a lot of juniper flavor. It's mainly juniper flavor. I need to add more ice because my ice melted, but I need to get some ice. It's mainly juniper berry flavor. So I think was a manifesto was asking about like which ones should be juniper berries. This probably might be it. This might be it. It's very juniper berry tasting, and not a lot else going on. Like there's not like a ton of like other flavors, but the flavor it's delivering is really, really solid. It's very high quality. It's very high quality juniper. It was the only thing they listed. Well, so they list 11 botanicals on the back of the bottle. They just don't list which ones. And this bottle is made in Kyoto, Japan. It's made in Kyoto. So it's in Japan. But I just don't know which ones. You know what? Fuck it. I'll look it up. Kinobi gin. What the Google, fucking just search it. What the fuck? Kinobi gin. Just search it. Oh my god, what is this? Get out of here. Google, get out of here. Kinobi gin botanicals. Because we should know. We should know what's going into this. It's made in Kyoto. So the like Western Japan. It's very good though. Okay, here we go. So, on their website, they list as the base juniper berry, orris, and akamatsu, which is a type of wood. Juniper and orris roots, pretty classic in most gins. Akamatsu is a new one. I'm not sure what's adding, but it is. I believe that is in there. Then citrus, they use the yuzu and lemon. Honestly, when I taste it, I taste it, I don't taste citrus. And that's the only thing. I don't taste that citrus very much in the gin. Herbal, they use Sancho pepper, which I assume they do use, which doesn't add a lot of spicy, but adds like that when I talked about like bell pepper, like kind of like that like taste, but I don't really taste that. They use Sancho and kinome, which I don't know what kinome tastes like. They also have ginger, green tea, shiso leaf, and bamboo leaves. Honestly, it's mainly juniper. It's really mainly juniper. Now it's good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. It is high quality. What it delivers is pretty high quality. I was gonna rate this S, but now I'm not so sure. Happy Springfest, Miss. Happy Springfest, Ripper. What Springfest are we talking about? I'm not really sure. Gotta go, Mither. Hope you don't get too drunk. That is too late, Kit Kat. I'm probably pretty drunk right now. I'm not gonna lie. You can tell. Wow, what a surprise! I'm slurring. Shit, I thought I was supposed to be better at talking. No, yeah, I feel it. I feel all of it. Luckily, there's only two more. And then I won't pass out. But yeah, have a good night, Kit Kat. Take care of yourself. Apparently, Springfest is playing in Splatoon. Oh, in Splatoon. Yeah, I have not played Splatoon. That's not one of my games on my Switch that I have. Yeah, no, that's new. That's a new thing for me. This thing is Splatoon. There's a Splatfest to celebrate which is the best fluffy animal. A chick, a baby bunny, or a baby bear? It's like you know what? Let's search some. Let's search that. I will hide the gin bottles for now. Best a chick. Okay, let's see. Chick. No. Nope. Get out of here. Chick. Chick. I need a chick. Come on, give me a chick. Ooh, that. Okay, so that's a pretty good. Oh no, I'm blocking. Oh no, I am blocking it. Wee! I'm down here now. Can't see it. A baby chicken. That is pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty cute. That is pretty cute. Whoa, let's look at the baby bunny. Baby bunny. Okay, I mean baby bunnies. That's pretty cute as well. That's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. Tempted to find a baby bear. Don't put that in quotes, Manifesto. I'll search. There's definitely images online of a baby bear. You don't gotta find one. We'll find it online. You don't have to worry about that. Is that a baby? Miracle chicken, little baby bunny rabbit. What the fuck? Is that actually a baby bunny? That is so fucking small. Look at this one. Look how cute that baby bunny is. That baby bunny's winning for me. But let me look at baby bear. Baby bearded dragon. Hang on a second. That's just a lizard. Oh, I don't want that. I want a baby bear. A little cub. It's cute. It's cute. It is cute. I don't know. I think the baby bunny. Yeah, no, I think baby bunny. I'm gonna say baby bunny. I'm gonna say baby bunny for Splatfest. You know what? I'm gonna make myself really small. Look. legs and feet. I can't believe it. I'm gonna say Baby Bunny for Splatfest. Team Chick, but he can't disagree with you. I mean, they're all cute, right? They're like all cute. They're all cute animals. You really can't go wrong with any of them, honestly. Definitely 6 foot tall. I mean, if you want to believe I'm 6 foot tall, I won't disagree with you. However tall do you think Mither is, he is that tall. Wow, that is a... Whew, I am feeling the gin. Good lord, am I feeling the gin. I don't think I can open the last bottle I had, but I can rate it, because I have had it before. This whole time you thought I was in... God damn it, I really am fucking up. This whole time you thought I was a disembodied upper half. Didn't know that's fair, because normally I'm just like, focus on the top half. Look at me, look at my eyes, all that, the mask, the sweatshirt. Yeah, no, it's fine. I moved myself in front of the gin bottle for some reason. But there's actually more. There's actually a bottom half. Surprisingly, I just never really show it because, I mean, I don't think you're here for the bottom half at all. I think you're here for the top half, and maybe because of my content, questionable, but you're not here for the bottom half. Granted, I am a lot of leg. I think you've seen Mither shoes before. It's true. There's the shoes. We'll get the shoes up there. There's the shoes. They're not like super fancy or anything. They're you know, they're shoes. They're nice though. I like the way they came out. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love some classic track bands? Oh man, are they classic track bands? Ooh, I shouldn't. Zoom out. Yeah, I guess track pants is more accurate. I'm tiny now. I'm over here. This is like a Diglett merge. A Diglett? Yeah, this is... I am coming out of my hole now. But normally you just see the top half, because the top half is honestly the best. That's not to say that, like, the rest of me isn't nice. But you know, the top half's pretty good. I'm saying top half's pretty good. If you want to see the Diglett emerge, you got pants. I like the pants, honestly. If I had to have an opinion in this discussion, I like the pants. I like the way they came out. Look at them. Well, I probably shouldn't. I can't show too much. If I showed too specific an area, I might get in trouble. By who? I don't know who. This is more just me being fucking paranoid as shit. Okay. I didn't rate the Kenobi gin. I really like it. It's really strong in juniper. It's not super floral, but it's not trying to be floral. It's like a really high quality juniper gin. And it's really high. The Say version is really high alcohol. So, okay. I'm gonna put this might be strange. I'm gonna put this in S because it's really good. It tastes really, really good. And if you were to make a cocktail or a gin tonic with this, assuming someone likes like the juniper flavors and all that, this would blow it out of the park compared to the rest of them. Honestly, it blows the rest of these gins out of the water. It's delicious. I love it. I don't drink it very much because I don't want to waste it. I'm like rationing how often I have the Kenobi gin. That said, I do want to try their basic Kenobi and their Kenobi gin that has the green tea more involved in their distillation process. I do want to try that. I do want to get that, but it's not going to be for some time. Also, this bottle will run you. You will have to try it. Hang on, let me tell you the price before you do that. This bottle will run you $70. I'm not fucking joking about that. And I'm saying, if you want to pay 70, do it. I bought this in Japan for 5,000 yen, which, given the exchange rate, is a really, really good deal. But I don't want you guys to have to pay 70. Because, like, when I saw this on the site, it was 70, and I didn't fucking buy it. Because there's a limit. There's a limit for what I will do. I love gin, but do I want to pay 70 for a bottle? Not really. Not really, if I'm being honest. I want this, like, if I buy it in Japan, the exchange rate is fucking fantastic. So I will get a great deal. But I don't want to pay the USD price, which is 70. And that's really not in my range. Like, it's really not. It's great. It's a fantastic gin, but it's not something I want to spend $70 of. That's how Japanese whiskeys are. They're expensive. They are. It's mainly the aged products in my experience. If you find, what's it called? Like, what is it? Hibiki? I think it's Hibiki. The Japanese whiskey that's like, you age it for 10, 15, 20 years. The price goes up exponentially. Yeah, you don't want that. But if you find like the Suntory Toki whiskey to get a highball, it's usually less expensive, but it's still kind of expensive, especially if it's an imported fee. That's the problem. If it's an imported fee, the prices are going up like crazy, and like that sucks. I don't want that. I don't want to recommend that to you guys. Like the Kenobi gin I recommend, but again, I just said $7 and I wouldn't pay for it. Like that's not something I want to recommend on the people. It's only if you really, really want that. Now, if you're in Japan, well, buy it. Buy that at like a tax-free store or something like that in the airport. That's where I bought this bottle. You can buy it for 5,000 to 6,000 yen with the exchange rate. It's really, really, really good. But outside that, it's like, no, I wouldn't say this is what someone who wants to get into gin should drink. It's really, really good if you're an experienced drinker. I'm slurring my words. You can probably already tell. This is something I would recommend to an experienced gin drinker. But intro? No, this is not an intro gin at all, I would say. Anyway, I'd like to see a tipsy tier list, but I have a TSI to study for. I don't know what a TSI is. I mean, there's one gin left for me to rank, and I didn't open it. And I said I wasn't going to, but I'm also a liar, and I'm opening the gin right now. But I'm only gonna pour a little bit of it. What's a TSI? Ripper, what's a TSI? I don't know what a TSI is. This is new information to me. I'm gonna load up the last one, which is the Bombay Sapphire. So I saved Kenobi and Bombay Sapphire last on purpose. And I'll explain why. It's a test you take for college placement. College? It's a college placement test? Granted, I'm older. SATs I remember for US testing. I don't remember a TSI test. That must be something new they introduced. I legit don't remember a TSI test. I'm not trying to fuck around here. But I hope it's not like I hope it's not super hard. Scoring high ensures you don't take less advanced courses that you don't need in college. Oh, interesting. So you're kind of protecting yourself from AP courses. Extra AP courses you might not need. I don't remember having that. I mean, I took some AP courses, but like, I didn't have a test that like insured me from that. This is new. This is all new for me. I'm having the Bombay Sapphire, and boy, am I feeling tipsy. There's a high chance after this stream I just pass out. Okay. I'm alive. I'm okay. I'm feeling it. You gotta go. That's okay, Ripper. I'm probably not gonna make it much further, honestly. Now you gotta play a hard video game. Fuck, if I gotta play Dark Souls Manifesto, I'm gonna be so screwed. I don't think I can make it up the ladder in the Dark Root Basin in my current state. Man, I wish I could. I mean, I won't disagree that I've had some drinks before, like before a gaming stream. The thing is though, like, fuck, I'm very out of it. I'm very out of it. Oh, the last thing I gotta try is the Bombay Sapphire. I have had it, and it is a more fruity floral gin. 47% alcohol by volume. Bombay Sapphire. It's a London dry gin. It's got juniper, lemon peel, coriander, angelica, orris root, grains of paradise, cubeb berries, cassia bark, almonds, and licorice. All of that is pretty standard for a gin, but like Red Sea Nash, like, what gin would I recommend to people entering? This. I would recommend Bombay Sapphire. Tanqueray would be the next time I order that bottle. But in the few times I've had Tanqueray, I don't like it. I don't think it's very good. Bombay Sapphire, this is like $20 to $25 for a 750 milliliter bottle. That is what I recommend to people who haven't tried gin before. Whew. Oh boy, I may need some more water after this. It's a standard, it's good Bombay. It is for a reason. I haven't had Bombay, so I'm having Bombay Sapphire, which is different than just Bombay gin. But Bombay Sapphire, I think, is more of that fruity, floral nature. That will resonate more with someone who's like a first-time gin drinker, in my opinion. This is not bad at all. It's less fruity or citrusy than the Calamity or Las Californias, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, again, this Bombay is $20 or to $25. Like, that's a fucking good deal for 750 milliliters. Honestly, this is true. I haven't had Sapphire. I recommend you try Sapphire Manifesto. Honestly, I recommend you try Sapphire. It's not a bad gin by any means. It's a basic gin, but like, it's not doing like, it's not fucking it up, if that makes sense. It's a basic gin that just doesn't fuck it up. And for someone who doesn't drink gin, I would recommend Bombay Sapphire. Have that with whatever gin cocktail you're going with, and you're gonna be like, you won't be disappointed. Again, Bombay Sapphire is 47% alcohol by volume. It's a little bit high up there, not as high as Kinobi Say. So we had Navy. Kinobi Say is Navy strength, the one in S rank right here. But Navy strength has always been higher alcohol. Bombay Sapphire, I think delivers a more like general experience. It's fruity. It's very citrusy. It's basically it's more citrusy than other gins. It's in the level of Calamity and Las Californias, which I think kind of previews the ranking I'm gonna give it. It's gonna be B plus. Nah. I think it's less fruity than the Calamity and Las Californias, but it's still a very good gin. If you were to like introduce someone to gin, I would get them Bombay Sapphire, because Bombay Sapphire is fruity and it's nice. It's not super different tasting. It'll be good. It'll taste good in a gin tonic. It'll taste good in a different gin cocktail. It'll taste good in all that. So there's no... Oh, and I almost... Well, I knocked over a cup. Oh, I knocked over it again. But the cup was empty. So, you know, it's fine. I've been drinking a lot. I would recommend Bombay Sapphire. That's the one you'll see most in other, like, traditional stores, traditional markets. That is the gin I would recommend to people. Is Bombay Sapphire. Because if they don't like that, they're probably not going to like others. But this is good. Bombay Sapphire is a good gin. And that is all the gins I had. We look back, we're back at Tiger and Blue Coat. That's all the ones. So I would say, to reiterate, Blind Tiger, good gin. Imports. Sorry, I'm burping. Excuse me. A lot of tonic water. It happens. Blind Tiger, B rank. But it has, if you like that tea flavor, if you like that bitterness in a gin, you will really like this Blind Tiger gin. Is it Blind Tiger? Yes, it is. Make sure I don't misrepresent. But still a good gin for B rank. It's still good. If I'm ranking something that's B rank and above, it's usually a pretty solid gin. Now I know we have one in C. But that's because that one in C is super one note. And not like enough for me to say, hey, you should try this. Because I'd be like, I don't know if I would recommend this to people. But, hey, why is this rotating? Stop it. Go, wait, what the fuck? I told it to not rotate. Pause. God damn it. Blind Tiger. We're back on Blind Tiger. I didn't even realize it was rotating. If you like bitter alcohol, if you want bitter tonic water taste, this Blind Tiger and tonic water will be very good. And I'm trying to think of other things to say about this. No, I think that's as much as I say about it. Next. Hey, where'd it go? Hey. There you go. Blue Coat. Blue Coat, A rank. Blue Coat's is better than I expected. It's a barrel rested gin, which means it has a charred oak American barrel. It has juniper citrus, peels. This is something I would say, like, if you're experimenting with gins, this is one I'd buy. This is like $30, $35, depends on where you live, USD. But like, it's a basic gin that in that barrel it rested in really accentuates the flavor and the taste, and I really like that. You can really taste the charred oak barrel that comes with it, and there's a little bit of citrus, not a lot, but it really pushes it forward. If you're a more experienced gin drinker, that is what I recommend. The Blue Coat bottle. What's next? Indigo. Okay, Indigo, B plus, good gin. A good gin is flavored and colored by butterfly pea flower. There is a very floral gin. If you don't like floralness, kind of like If you don't like how a flower tastes, you probably won't like this gin. But the floralness it delivers is very high quality. And you still have juniper. What else comes with it? Where's that bottle? There it is. You have junipers. There's 8 other botanicals going on with it. Butterfly pea blossom. They really extended the aroma and the presentation. If you were to use the Indigo gin in your cocktail, this would be really, really good. Because the floralness, the butterfly pea flower really would go a long way. It just depends if people like that butterfly pea flower taste, that floralness, and I think people would. I honestly think people would, but it really depends. It does really depend on someone's preferences and taste and all that. But it is a good gin, a very good gin. I would recommend it. Calamity gin. The one that was more fruit-based, more citrus-based. They have more citrus in their botanicals. They are very citrusy. They don't shy away from it. It's from Texas. Maybe harder to find. But if you do find it, I definitely recommend it. This is one of those intro gins that I would recommend to people. It is very citrusy. They use a lot of fruit in their process. And it comes forward very, very quickly. If you can get Calamity Gin, I would recommend Calamity Gin if you're just trying out gins. Because it's very citrusy. It's easier to people who haven't had it before. I think it's a great intro level gin to people like, oh, I'm not sure if I like it. But this tastes like fruit and flowers, and it's delicious. It would definitely be a hit. The best flower you can ever drink. That's right. I think that's for Indigo, for the Empress gin. If you're gonna drink a flower, drink the pea flower. Drink the butterfly pea flower. That is the best. That is the way to go. That is the way to go. It is good. It is quite good. But if you can find Calamity Gin, also very good for the citrus taste. St. Lawrence Gin. So again, it's the lowest rank right now. Again, it's not D tier. If it was D tier, I would say Mither fucking hates it. Okay, maybe not that. F is Mither fucking hates it. D is Mither doesn't like this and would not want to buy this again. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, honestly. It's just, do you want seaweed? That is basically it. Do you want seaweed? You don't want seaweed? No? Don't buy this gin. But you want some seaweed? You got some seaweed right here. It lists other botanicals on their bottle. I just only taste seaweed. That's it. It's not bad, but not necessarily good, Dr. Frederick. Yes. Basically, yes. It's not bad. I've had worse gins. Honestly, I swear, when I get Tanqueray the next time I do this type of stream, I'm gonna rank Tanqueray low. I don't like Tanqueray. But this compared to Tanqueray, this is better than Tanqueray in my opinion. More of a one-time novelty? Yes. I would say the St. Lawrence Gin is more of a one-time novelty. Because of it's just too much seaweed, too much kelp, and someone trying gin, someone who's trying to experiment with gin, I don't think they'll like it. I'm drinking it, but I don't think other people will like it, honestly. If it had more of their citrusy, fruity flavors, then maybe it'd be better. But when I tasted it, it's just Tanqueray. I mean, sorry. Fuck. I already... There's my mind, my mind bias coming through. It just tastes like seaweed. And that's like, I don't want to just taste seaweed. I want to taste more than just seaweed. But when I smell and taste, it's just seaweed. And they advertise it. But like, that's not, in my opinion, seaweed is not the taste you want to have in a gin. It shouldn't be the only one in the gin. They got other botanicals listed, but it's just seaweed, man. I can't rate it higher than a C. I really can't. Las Californias, it's in the B+ tier. And you know, I mean, it belongs there. It's very citrusy. It's taking botanicals from Baja and Alta California. Baja and Alta California. And it's mainly saying there's juniper berries, citrus peels, almond, grapevine leaves, lemongrass, so a few others, but really that's the main makeup of it, and it puts it in the same rank as Calamity, because they deliver on that citrus taste, a little bit of floralness, and especially if you're like a first time gin drinker, Calamity Gin, Las Californias, or Bombay Sapphire is what I would point you to, because that is the most unoffensive gin flavors you could have going in to try this. Honestly. There's not to say the other gins are bad, but if I'm like, that's like the first one that I'm putting you in, it's gonna be that. It is gonna be Las Californias, Calamity, or Bombay Sapphire. Now, the reason why I saved the Bombay Sapphire for last is because Bombay Sapphire, even though I put in B, is not a bad gin by any means. It is good. It is nice. It has a lot of different botanicals. It follows a lot of the classic London dry gin tropes. But if you were to try this is what I would tell you to try if you can't find anything else. Because Bombay Sapphire retails for $20 to $25 for a 750 milliliter bottle. You could find potentially a liter of this for $30. That's insane. That's a lot of value. I'm not joking. That's a good amount of value for this gin. And it's not bad by any means. Like, it's not S rank, it's not A rank, but it's solid. It's a very solid gin. And I would say this is what people should taste for Bombay Sapphire. You won't be disappointed by this gin. If you like drinking, and you want to try gin and tonics or gin based drinks, this is the one. This is the one I would tell you to go for. And then after that, if you like that, try some other gins, because I think they'd be good. Definitely Bombay Sapphire. Definitely. It's B ranked, but it's a gin that I would say, like, this is a common gin you should try. It's good. You'll find it in a lot of markets. Now the Kinobi one, the one that I put at S ranked. I don't know if I talk about the barrel aged one, but I'll talk about that in a second. It does a good job. It's a classic London dry gin. It's a lot of juniper flavor. It's Navy strength, so it's supposed to be very high alcohol. Obviously, I got tried a one with not as high alcohol. This is 54.5%. That's not normal for gins. But you find a regular Kinobi, I think it's like 45%. That's more reasonable. I like the Kinobi Navy Strength. I'm pretty sure I like the Kinobi. What's it called? The Kinobi. the other Kenobi drink, the other Kenobi brands. I take those into account, but this one, very good on its own. It's mainly juniper. Honestly, it's mainly juniper. It's like a really high quality London dry gin. When I get the tea one, I will review that, and it's very good. It's very good. Okay, there we go. In my opinion, it's a high quality gin. Let me go back to where it's tiger. There's Bluetooth. Okay, I mean not Bluetooth. Not Bluetooth. What's it called? Blue Coats. There we go. Blue Coat barrel finished. I think this is if you had gin, this is something you should try. It's based out of Philadelphia. They charred in a few American oak barrels, but it's not as expensive as other high quality barrel aged gins, and it still takes on a lot of that barrel flavor, that charred oak American flavor, and that's combined with tonic water or that in like any other cocktail, I think would be amazing. Like I can't foresee this gin like failing in like a lot of drinks. It's really good. It's got the juniper berries, it's got the American citrus, it's charred and aged in the American oak barrel. That just helps for smoothing out the profile of the gin. That if you're someone who's drank gin before, this would be something I would put on your radar. Like $35. I hit the mic, I apologize. But it would be something on your radar to go and try out. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, honestly. The gins I recommend out of all this, if you're just starting out, is I'm gonna go back to it. Bombay Sapphire. You can find a 750 milliliter bottle for 20 USD, 20 to 25 USD, depending on where you live. It's fun. It's good. It's good. That I would recommend Bombay Sapphire to people. It is good. But if you can somehow find Las Californias or Calamity Gin. Las Californias is a Mexican gin. Calamity Gin is a Texas gin. That is also what I recommend to people who are just trying to get in the gin, because all three of those have very fruity floral flavors, and it's mainly the fruitiness. That's what you want to. That's what you want to convey to people, because I think that will get people more into gin in general. I'm gonna resize myself again. Look, I had pants. It's a miracle. But yeah, I think this in general would be my list for now. We got Kenobi at S, Blue Coat Barrel Rested Gin at A, Indigo Gin, Calamity Gin, Las Californias at B+, Tiger Gin and Bombay Sapphire at B, and St. Laurent Gin at C. Again, this is all up to your taste, but this is my opinion on everything. Honestly, I think this is not too bad. And if you're not getting into gins for the first time, or you're just listening to me talk about gins for a while, this is what I recommend. I recommend probably starting with something in the B or B+ tier, and going from there. Probably Bombay Sapphire, Calamity, or Las Californias. That will be your gins to try. And if you're not sure of that, I'll find more gins. I'll find more gins to try. And then, there might be another stream based on those gins that I buy and decide to talk about. But I think I gotta end this stream. I'm starting to feel dizzy. I'm starting to feel a little bit dizzy. I gotta get some more water. I gotta like save my energy to make it out alive. Don't walk down any stairs. Probably see you on DS tomorrow. You will. Manifesto, I'm pretty sure you will. I set that for 5 o'clock so I don't have to wake up super early. Ooh, but I probably gotta lay down after this. I can't drink anymore. I'm like, there's still actually like half a gin tonic left, but I've had enough. I will stream tomorrow. I scheduled the stream DS tomorrow, Dark Souls. I plan to keep doing it. Hi Amy. Hi Louie. I am probably gonna end stream soon because I gotta lay down. I gotta lay down. There's been a lot of gin. There's been a lot of alcohol going into my systems. But I hope people enjoyed the gin talk. Next time I buy some more gin, I will probably do a dedicated stream to it. I mean, if I'm being honest, in my other streams, I am drinking like gin talks on stream for different streams. I may not say anything about it, but I am doing it for some, like especially weekend streams. I am doing it. It just depends on which one I'm drinking. But like, I hope people found this interesting. At least like, if they were curious about gin or like they just want to hear me talk about it, then I provide a reference for that. I'm hiccuping. This is not a good idea. Today was a good day at school. That's good. I'm glad it was a good day at school. Have a good night and a very hydrated night. Mithers, thank you, Dr. Ferrick. I'm gonna get a lot of water after this. Get some Pele and water. Oh man. My dad, my IRL dad, has actually recommended that, but I unfortunately don't have any Pedialytes. So I gotta drink a lot of water. A lot of water, probably. Because today is my field trip to Legoland, and a lot of us were having different Lego stuff and all the different rides. You're also having fun. Oh, you got to go to Legoland? Oh, that's awesome, Amy. That is awesome. I've never been to Legoland, but I think I'm too old to get to Legoland. I know there's like an age restriction. But that's awesome. I'm very happy you got to go to Legoland. That sounds like it would be a lot of fun. I've been to like Universal Studios and Disneyland, but I've never been to Legoland. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I'm out of water. I need some water though. Oh boy, I need some water. Because today is not a lot of different park ones, but the ball one. But that's still good. You still got some rides, some like good Legoland rides, good experiences, Amy. That's good. I'm glad you got to experience that. Whew. Okay. I think I gotta end the stream because I gotta go lay down from all the gin, from all the alcohol I've been drinking. They teach you like 40 something, they're like allowed to go in, and we saw the movie in 4D. Ooh. I mean, they'd be allowed to go in because they're chaperoning you. But that's awesome. Because you can't go, I think you can't go into Legoland without like a, if you're chaperoning like teenagers or a kid, it's okay, but if you try to go in as an adult, you can't. So I'm glad they got to go in. But I'm glad you also got to see the 4D Lego movie. That does sound like a lot of fun. Sounds like a great time. Like 10 years. Oh. I don't have commentary. I'm at the point where I'm gonna pass out. So I gotta end the stream, or else I'm gonna pass out on stream, and I can't do that. But I'm gonna go pass out on the couch, or my bed, after this. So, I hope you enjoyed the gin rankings. Next time I have more gins, it might be some time, I'll do it again, and we'll talk about these gins and what they taste like. But like, I've had a lot of alcohol. I gotta go lay down. I gotta go lay down. I can't go much longer. Before the movie, at special effects where the dog was licking us, they spray water over you. Oh, that does sound like a 4D movie experience I had in Japan, where like, if we went over water areas, they would spray just like a little mist in our face, and it made it more real. It was really nice. Really did. Thanks for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it, Betsy. I hope people enjoyed it, because, well, I'm passionate about alcohol. I like to drink. So yeah, is it time for you to get going? That's perfect. Good time, because I'm gonna pass out, I'm sure, very soon. Special effects is your favorite part? Oh, I'm sure it was. Special effects of the movie is always like a very entertaining part of the experience. But I too have to disappear and call it, because, oh man, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna go to my couch and just lay down. I can't drink anymore. I can't talk anymore. The only alcohol that I like is green grape ginger and Long Island iced tea, because this is like alcohol. So green grape ginger, which is the green grape flavored soju, yes, you will not taste like alcohol. And Long Island iced tea is like 5 different alcohols combined into one in tea. Like, you will have all that. That is, it becomes very high alcohol very quickly. But it doesn't taste like it. It goes through your system pretty quickly. Dangerous choice is all easy to drink. Very true. Very true. I have to go lay down. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching and listening to me talk about alcohol. I can only do 8 gins at a time, because I'm feeling... Oh, I feel it. Oh, I'm feeling it very, very hard right now. Later, Millers, thank you for insight for all the refined palate. There'll be more. There'll be more at some point in the future. Yeah, but I gotta call it. I hope people enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love gin. I love alcohol. But this much in this 2-hour period, I'm gonna go make some popcorn and I'm gonna go lay down on my couch and probably pass out. But yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the stream and my takes on different gins. I'm gonna go lay down. I plan to... Hang on, I didn't mean to hit that button. I was still talking. I plan to stream tomorrow, Saturday, for Dark Souls. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. There should be plenty of time for me to rest up. But I still plan to do that. But I'm gonna go rest up now. I think we're good. Okay, now I'm gonna officially end stream. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening to me talk about gin. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some insight on gin. I'll see you next time. Alright, bye. I am very tired.